Okay, this is a committee of the Public Safety and Intergovernmental and Military Affairs. This meeting, including the audio and video of remote participants, is being streamed live on YouTube. You will find the links to viewing options for all Senate meetings on the live and on-demand video page of the legislators' website. This Zoom meeting and the YouTube live stream event will include the following agendas. February 4th, 1 o'clock, public safety, 1:30, public safety, the 3 o'clock, public safety, and the 3:01 agenda, which includes human services, agendas, and public safety together. In the unlikely event that we have to abruptly end this hearing due to major technical difficulties, the committee will reconvene to discuss any outstanding business at February 9th, 1 p.m. We would be in room 229, but we will be doing it via Zoom. And a public notice will be posted on the legislative website. And to the people participating remotely, all testifier audio will be muted and video disabled until shortly before it's your turn to testify. The time limit per testifier is 2 minutes. I'll be reading the list of people who submitted written testimony for each measure. And if the closed captioning doesn't accurately transcribe your names, I apologize for that. If you're interested in reviewing the written testimony, please go to the legislative website and you'll find a link on the status page for the measure. Also, sometimes if there's temporary technical glitches in your turn to testify, we may have to move to the next person due to time constraints. So we appreciate your understanding and remind you that the committee has your written testimony if you submitted any. Okay. If I call upon you, it's because we have you on video. Otherwise, I will just read your name and your position. Okay. Starting with the first one agenda, which is today, February 4th, 2021 at the 1 o'clock p.m. agenda. We have on the measure Senate Bill 1107, and we have Scott Glenn, the Chief Energy Officer, testifying for the Hawaii State Energy Office.
Yes, good afternoon, Chair Nishihara, Vice Chair English, and members of the committee. I'm Mark Want here on behalf of Chief Energy Officer Scott Glenn, and we stand on our written testimony in support of SB 1107. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we have Luke Myers testifying for Hawai'i.
Good afternoon, Chair. Luke Myers, the Administrator of the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency. We stand on the testimony in support of SB 1107, and we are available for discussion if needs. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
And we have two others that send testimony in support. That's William Anansen and Gary Silva, State Director for ARP in support. So, members, if there aren't any questions to the people who testified, I'll be moving on to Senate Bill 1111, and it'll be Doug Murdoch, Chief Information Officer for the Office of Enterprise Technical Services.
Good afternoon, Chair Nishihara, Vice Chair English, members of the committee. My name is Caroline Julian Freitas. On behalf of CIO Doug Murdoch and the Office of Enterprise Technology Services, we stand on our written testimony in support of this measure. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to, we have General Kenneth Hara, Major General, testifying for Hawai'i.
Good afternoon, Chair Nishihara, Vice Chair, English, and committee members. Major General Kenneth Hara, Adjutant General for the State of Hawaii Department of Defense. We stand on our written testimony in support of Senate Bill 1111. And the basic reason for this is to formally codify the Hawaii State Fusion Center in Chapter 128, and then also to establish the director's position as an exempt position. Thank you.
Thank you, General. Next, we have Scott Glenn, the Chief Energy Office for Office of State Energy.
Chair Nishihara, Mark Want here on behalf of CEO Scott Glenn in support of SB 111, and we stand on our written testimony. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have two testifiers sent in testimony, written testimony. That's Kathy Betts from DHS in support, and Jade Butai for the Department of Transportation, also in support. And next we have video-wise is Ernest Lau, Manager and Chief Engineer for the Board of Water Supply.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Chair Nishihara and members of the committee. My name is Kathy Mitchell, testifying on behalf of Manager and Chief Engineer Ernest Lau of the Board of Water Supply, and we stand on our testimony in strong support of Senate Bill 1111. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And then we have four others that sent in testimony written. It'll be David Glavway for National Insurance Crime Bureau, and Tina Yamaki for the Retail Merchants of Hawaii, Alan Urasaki and James Scheidel also in support. And if there aren't any others, members got any questions to the people who testified? Okay, and we're moving to Senate Bill 1116. And we have General Hara again, testifying, Department of Defense.
Good afternoon again, Chair, Major General Ken Hara. We did submit testimony, but today we sent a change, so a late submission, late testimony. And basically what we're doing is reducing the original request from $25.5 million down to $13.6 million. And the main reason is we strongly feel that the money we requested for the Hawaii National Guard will be 100% federally funded. We have the authorization, we don't have funding, but we're confident that we'll get that funding. And then also we went through when we originally submitted the emergency appropriation, we went on projections, and then now we have actual expenditures. So we're able to refine our numbers down to what we know will be more accurate in the funding. And all of the details broken down by category is in the adjusted late testimony. And the last thing I'd like to point out is for the PPE, warehousing and distribution funding, that will be 100% federally reimbursed after we submit for that to FEMA. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you. That brings us to the end of the agenda. Of that particular agenda. One more individual, yeah. Oh, there's one more? On the next page. One individual with comment. I'm looking, I see, I mentioned his name, James Schleibel. Okay, do I take the vote now or later?
Yeah, you can, or you can ask members if they have any.
Yeah, maybe. Members, you got any questions? Otherwise, I'd like to take the vote on this particular one so we don't get ourselves messed up.
Are we still talking to
recess?
Chair?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Are we still talking to General Hara?
Yeah, we got through.
Okay, can I ask him a question?
Sure, go ahead.
So some of the reimbursement funds that we're having now that is available, and I know we brought this up before. So when we were doing the disbursement for uh, PPEs for the schools, part of the beginning part about the schools getting reimbursed from the funding. Are we still gonna honor that disbursement?
So originally, when we started that, the assumption was that the funding would come from Act 9. But then whatever funding that the State of Hawaii Department of Defense had for PPE from Act 9 was swept by Budget and Finance. So that's really a question for Budget and Finance, because I have no more CARES funding to support any reimbursement.
So, yeah, I understand. So the beginning part, we don't have enough. You don't have enough for any more disbursement now. But did we do any of it from your department or
From our department, no, we did not.
from your side? Sorry, from your side, did we give anything back to the schools?
We did not. Department of Defense did not.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you. Any members got any other questions on this agenda? Otherwise, I'd like to take a brief recess so we can discuss this particular agenda.
Hi, Chair. I will now put you into
Okay, before I do the voting, I'd like to recognize that we have Senator English with us, Senator Baker, Senator Revere, and Senator Favela. Okay, so on the first bill, Senate Bill 1107, want to pass it with amendments, SMA technical amendments. Chair votes aye. In English?
Aye.
Okay. Senator Baker,
Aye.
Senator Rivera,
Aye.
Senator Favela.
Aye.
Okay. Motion's adopted. Thank you. All right, on the next one, Senate Bill 1111, we're gonna pass it as is, unamended. Chair goes aye. Senator English.
Aye.
Thank you. Senator Baker.
Aye.
Thank you. Senator Revere.
Aye.
Thank you. Senator Favela.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. It's been adopted. Thank you. Now, the last one for this agenda is Senate Bill 1116. And we'll pass it with amendments, okay, as proposed by General Hara, the new numbers that he gave in his discussion. Okay, so we're going to pass it with amendments. Chair goes aye. Senator English.
Aye.
Okay, Senator Baker.
Aye.
Senator Revere.
Aye.
Senator Favela.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. So we've passed that agenda. Now we're going to be working on the next agenda, which is the 11:30 agenda. 1:30. Yeah, we're going to have a little break in the. Okay, so that concludes this part of the hearings, or this one.
Thank you, Senators. Have a great afternoon.
We're gonna start a new.
Okay, so we'll have that.
So I will get all this stuff out of your way. With 30 seconds.
Okay. Okay, we're doing the hearing for February 4th, 2021, the 1:30 p.m. for the public safety, intergovernmental and military affairs. And the first testifier for Bill 396 is Cheryl Kakazu Park, Office of Information Practices. Okay, there's the one there. Okay. Michael Victorino, Mayor for Maui County, testified in support for that. No questions. We'll move on to Senate Bill 182. Alicia Cowden, council member for Kauai County, is opposed to the bill. There were no others. So moving on to Senate Bill 653. Again, we have Cheryl Park for OIP in opposition, Brian Black in opposition, Sandy Ma, common cause, send in comments, Douglas Melior, League of Women Voters opposed, and Sterling Morita, Hawaii chapter of professional journalists opposed. And that brings us down to the end of that agenda, of that particular bill. Members, any questions? If not, we're moving on to the Senate Bill 698. We have Cheryl Park is opposed to it. John Okudara, or Hawaii State Association of Counties, is in support. And Brian Black, Civil B, is opposed. And we have Sandy Ma, common cause, had comments. Douglas Melior opposed to it, League of Women Voters. Sterling Morita, so that Hawaii chapter of professional journalists opposed to it. Okay, thank you. So now we're back from deliberating the 1:30 agenda. And the recommendation is for Senate Bill 396 is to defer that bill. And Senate Bill 393. They keep saying 396. I'm sorry. I'm seeing it 393 and saying something else. 393 to defer. Senate Bill 182 is to defer that as well. And Senate Bill 653 is to defer that as well. And Senate Bill 698 is to pass it with technical amendments. Okay. So I guess I'm ready to take the vote if we are ready. Okay, on Bill 698. I am ready, so chair goes aye, passing with amendments. Senator English,
Chair, it's Bill 693, and I vote aye.
oh, no, we're doing 698. It's 698.
Oh, 698, sorry. Okay, I'm on the wrong bill. Aye.
Okay, thank you. Senator Baker, Senator Baker, 698.
I'm trying to unmute. Yes, aye.
I got you. Okay. Senator Revere,
Aye.
Senator Favela, Senator Favela. Oh, not here, excused. Okay. Motion's adopted. Thank you.
Chair, I wanted to vote aye on that Senate Bill
Okay.
698.
Okay, I'll check you as 698 as.
You got him?
Yep, got him.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, this concludes that agenda. Now we gotta wait till 3 o'clock.
See you later.
Okay, see you then. Bye-bye.